Coming up next, boys high school basketball on your sports leader in Lorain, WLCS TV 20.
All right, here we go live from the Clearview gym. At least for our radio audience. Also want to say hello to our TV audience joining us on WLCS TV 20. I'm Don Vincent along with Rob Troutman. And Rob, we are at the game time. We've heard from both of the coaches. This ought to be a fun game.
Well, we got a packed house, and both these teams like to run up and down, are having great seasons so far this year. This should be an exciting game, and the crowd's going to get involved tonight.
Southview Saints come in at 12-6 tonight under the direction of Andy Bastock. They're starting tonight the same starting five they've had all season. In fact, both teams are going to start the same starting five. For Southview will be Mike Anderson, 6'1" senior guard, along with Montrell Elliott, 6'1" senior. Quentin Ezell, a 6'1" senior. Quincy Ezell, a 6'1" senior. And the big guy underneath that we heard Coach Sally talk about him just a minute ago, 6'6" senior Josh Bieber. For the Clippers, 16-3 on the season. A very nice record under Coach John Sally. They'll start Tony Williams, a 6-foot junior, along with Anthony Hitchens, who is just an incredible athlete. Maybe looking at a D1 football career. We'll have to see. He's a 6'1" junior. James Washington, a 6'3" senior. Kyle Boffman is a 6-foot junior. And Michael Mealing rounds out the starting five for the Clippers at 5'10" and a senior. We're just moments away from our opening tip-off. It's going to be brought to you by Buckeye Community Bank, located in Sheffield Center. Buckeye Community Bank, the way banking should be. Real quick, Rob, if you're not pumped for this one, you're missing something. This gym is packed.
Yeah, there is standing room only here in Clearview High School, and even up to the freshman and JV games, they were packed as well, and some good games up and down, and the intensity down there is incredible. But this really is going to be a great game. Southview comes in 12-6. The JV were victorious for Southview, winning 60-50. So let's see what this varsity game has in store for us tonight.
Saints in their dark blue roadies. They'll be moving left to right across your radio dial and your TV screen. Clippers in their home whites. It'll be Bieber in the middle, jumping it up against James Washington. Fans are ready. We're ready. The officials all seem ready. The players are ready. Let's play some basketball. There's the whistle. There's the toss. Tip is out of bounds. No, almost out of bounds. Controlled by Southview. They'll get into their offense immediately. Along the baseline, Montrell Elliott, reverse layup, and two. That was quick. That was very quick. Clippers facing man-to-man pressure applied by the Saints. Inside it'll go, and high off the glass goes James Washington, his first 2 points of the ball game. Knotted at two. Anderson out top, works off to the left side. Three ball in the air for Quincy Ezell. That one no good. Washington with the rebound for Clearview. To get it off to Boffman, he'll come across the timeline, work to the right wing. Looks inside, nothing doing there. Drops it outside. Washington near the baseline. Has to kick it out. Man-to-man defense by the Saints. Crossover out top by Hitchens. Has to dump it, then gets it back on the wing. Bieber's going to be guarding him. 2-2 early on. Boffman, three ball. That one a little bit strong and long. Inside goes Washington with the follow. That's good. Washington with four. Then the Clippers up with an early 2-point lead.
And Washington taking advantage of his size down there. Just offensive glass. Great job rebounding, put it up and in.
Inside it'll go, and that time Quincy Ezell able to take advantage. We're knotted at four.
And right back comes Southview. Great job attacking the glass and creating some easy opportunities underneath.
Williams got by Anderson, but then Anderson catches up and just rips the ball away. Has it poked. He has to regain it. Flips it down court. Quincy Ezell, 15-footer right side, no good. Washington rebound for the Clippers. Boy, I think that's his third or fourth rebound already. Outside is Mealing. He'll work it out top, and Williams will run the offense from between the circles. Work off to the right side, then toward the baseline. Mealing will swing it out, and it's taken away by Anderson. He wants to push. A 1-on-3 fast break opportunity. Gets swiped from behind. No shot. Foul's going to be called on the floor. Good call by the official. I think they're going to get Tony Williams on that one. In fact, they are. Got a really good vantage point here with the score table just, about 5 rows in front of us.
And, great job by the Southview defense. We talked about the defense during one of the breaks, how they just collapse.
Boy, out the inbounds play, a high pass comes into Bieber. He goes soft off the glass and gets his first two of the ball game, 6-4 in favor of the Saints. Weak pass off to the side, but Boffman able to track it down, almost falls out of bounds. Ball poked away by the Saints. going to stay with Clearview.
And again, on the other end, Bieber way too easy down that low post off the inbound play. Now let's see what Southview does. The side out here is going to try to get some picks and somebody open. Let's see if they can create some kind of offense. Right now, a slow offense for the Clippers.
Boffman will inbounds. He'll flip it out to the wing, get it back. Wants to drive the lane, gets cut off there. Drops it off to Mealing, tries to drop it inside, mishandled by Washington, and picked up by Montrell Elliott. Elliott in the middle of the court, gonna go the length, wants to go up strong, gets fouled as he goes for the hole. He'll go to the line for a couple. Fouls likely to be called on Washington.
And you know, on a play like that, you gotta come out and stop him. He went all the way to the hoop. Nobody decided to pick him up, and Montrell Elliott just went straight to the hole until contact, and drew contact and will go to the line.
Elliott flips the first one high and gets it to drop his third point. Got another one coming his way. 5:42, 7-4 in favor of the Saints, and make it 8-4. Here comes the press from the Saints. Coach Bastock, when we were kind of chatting informally, said they've worked on this press and dealt with some problems that they've had in the past, and it looks like they're doing all right. Although Washington sneaks behind the defense, and a foul's going to be whistled on Quincy Ezell as he'll foul Anthony Hitchens going up strong. That'll be Southview's first foul. Quincy complaining quite a bit following that call, and dangerous, especially in as tense an atmosphere as we have to do that.
Yeah, and he used a little body down there on Anthony Hitchens, and that's why he was called for the foul, but he didn't think so. And then Bieber fouled him and rejected him, but they got Elliott before that, or Ezell rather.
First one from Hitchens, bounces off the front of the rim, the backboard, and out. So we'll stay at 8-4, 5:31 left in the first quarter. Again, good to have you with us, a packed gym here at Clearview High School. If you're not here already, probably ought not bother.
Unless you like
we haven't gotten the word that it's sold out, but I can't imagine how you're going to find a seat. You might be able to listen from the hallway. Hitchens' second is no good. Bieber will go up and pull down the rebound for the Saints. He'll just keep it himself. Flips it up quickly to Quincy Ezell. Gets it back going through the lane. Scoops up a little shot. He was fouled in the process. Now they're going to say he was shooting, or are they going to get him out of bounds?
It looked like he was going up for a layup, so they're going to put him at the line. But just attacking the basket is what Southview's doing right now, and they have been successful. No outside shots for Southview thus far.
Foul was whistled on Boffman. That'll be the 13th foul, only one on the Saints. Bieber will go to the line, hit his first free throw. That'll give him 3. And the Saints look very comfortable on the court right now. Not that the Clippers don't.
Yeah,
kind of with me there,
you
Rob?
could tell their confidence level is up there. And Bieber missing the second free throw.
Hitchens will go up and get the rebound and walk it up court. Fires Boffman. He'll fire the 3-ball. Got it! Boffman with a line drive shot, but nails it. Nothing but net. Southview will work up very quickly just into the game for the Saints. It's Fletcher. He misses. Bieber follows with the slam. Oh, boy. Wow. Williams gets double team, flips up a pass, is taken away by Montrell Elliott. He'll get it off to Anderson. He gets the ball poked away. Still on the floor, picked up by Elliott. Ooh, big collision between Elliott and Boffman. Foul's going to be whistled. And Boffman's going to get whistled for it. That'll be his second, 4th. Saw Andy Bastock there just a minute ago clapping, applauding what his Saints are doing.
Well, defensively, they're all over the place. They're diving on the ground. And how about Josh Bieber? I mean, a missed layup, went fouled and dunked it home. And, you know, that's just great hustle. Right place at the right time, and he's got some ups.
Well, hey, he looks for those opportunities. Another foul whistled against Clearview Clippers, this time Tony Williams. And I got to tell you, that's the 15th foul here in just over 3 minutes. That's a lot.
Yeah, and Southview's just aggressive on the offensive end, so we get a substitution.
Colin Watson will come into the ball game. He's one of about 3 other Clippers who'll see significant minutes tonight. Watson can light it up from outside, so keep an eye on him, and he's pretty decent defensively. He has good feet. With the ball for the Saints is Charles Fletcher. He'll come across the timeline, flip it left side to Anderson. They'll find Bieber outside the arc, wants to drive into the lane, stops, and they're going to call a push. They could have called Bieber for the travel, but they're going to whistle it on Hitchens. That's team foul number 6. So you're talking about the possibility here of Southview being in the bonus with 4 minutes left in the first quarter.
Yeah, that was a close call. Looked like he dragged the foot, but the referee said Hitchens gave him a little shove, and that's why he ended up going forward and dragging the foot. So
Coach Sally argued a little bit, but what do you get for your effort there?
Not much.
That's it. Anderson lifts it in. That'll be Fletcher. Finds Bieber. Bieber double team. One dribble into the lane. Drops it off. And a travel called inside on Montrell Elliott. So we'll head the other way. 11-7 in favor of the Saints. Now, for everything good that's happening for Southview, it's only a 4-point lead.
Well, and that's where Clearview's got to be very happy right now. You're only trailing by 4, and now we got a little full court press.
And a tipped ball is going to be handled by the Clippers. They'll flip it out. And there's Watson with the 3-ball right away. Rebound battle for. He'll follow his own shot. No dice. Third opportunity for Watson is no good. Rebound comes down to Azell. Gets it forward to Bieber. He wants to go hard. He gets fouled. And he's going to go to the line for a couple. And that does put the Saints in the bonus for the remainder of the first half. Foul whistled on Washington. His second, team 7. Bieber had bad intentions.
Yeah, and he wants to dunk it and throw another one down, but just crashing the boards. Great job by Southview. And on the other end, Clearview got to connect on the point-blank range shots.
Oh, agreed. Bieber will miss the free throw. A couple subs coming in for the Clearview Clippers. Up off the bench is Eric Thompson. And into the game for the Southview Saints, Jeremiah Freimeyer, 6-foot junior guard. Okay, Thompson also a junior, 6'4". See him post up often.
And it looks like Sally's trying to put some height in there to get on Bieber, block him out a little bit.
Bieber's second is good, give him 6 points to make it 12-7 in favor of the Saints. More full court pressure now. Clippers look like they're working against it, but the Southview defense very aggressive, rotating back and forth across the timeline. Ball poked away by Azell, saved inbounds by Thompson, and it's going to, which way are we going? We're staying with the Clippers. Okay, the Southview student section immediately off to our left, challenging our vision at least a little bit. Azell coming back into the game for the Southview Saints. Sitting down will be Mike Anderson.
And they got Jeremiah Fryer on a push underneath for Southview, so he'll be out of bounds underneath the hoop for Clearview.
Well, out top it'll come. 3-ball in the air by Mealing. In and out, no good. Rebound, battle for inside with a nice little putback. Smallest man on the court, Colin Watson, gets his first deuce. Fletcher works it up quickly. He'll get it back off the wing, find Bieber. Back to Fletcher, he'll center it up and get the offense in motion. Left wing, then toward the baseline to Freimeyer. Freimeyer looks inside, has to kick it out. Very aggressive zone defense now by the Clippers, almost a matchup zone the way they rotate through. Bieber along the baseline right side, bounces out, finds Freimeyer, and Freimeyer will travel. We're going to head the other way.
You know, a smart decision by John Sally to go to a zone, try to get them out from the paint and make them start shooting from the outside. And now let's see what offensively Clearview comes back with a little press.
Colin Owens into the ball game now for the Clippers, and a travel is going to be whistled against Colin Watson. And you really got to credit the Southview defense. I mean, they're just swarming right now. No pass goes unchallenged.
Well, and they're leaving it all on the line. I mean, they're diving on the floor, going after passes, and Clearview just got to be a little more careful with their passes. Make a bounce pass and a pump fake.
Fletcher out tops, works right side to Quincy Azell. Stops it toward the baseline, and Freimeyer, he'll one dribble it and then give up his dribble. That's a bad move. Did he get away with a double dribble there? Maybe I missed it. Fletcher works to the left side, and Bieber works away from pressure, goes long cross court outside the arc. Quincy Azell baseline drive now, wants a reverse layup. No, steps out of bounds, turnover. We're going to head the other way. Montrell Elliott will come into the game for the Saints, and here comes another version of the Southview press, but no, they're going to call a 30-second timeout, which gives us the opportunity to catch our breath. Oh boy, interesting start to this one, Rob. Don Vitz along with Rob Troutman, 12-9. And, you know, if you're listening to us, you hear us just sing the praises of the Southview Saints, but these Clippers are just, I mean, they're there.
Well, and I thought they did a great job going to the zone defense. I mean, Southview's been crashing the boards, Clearview's only down 3 points, and yeah, they've turned the ball over 6 times so far, but have kept it close and have really slowed the pace of this game down, I thought, and is the right move. But, you know, they just got to attack the basket, and some of the shots, they've had open shots so far tonight, they just haven't been falling.
Clippers will face that full court pressure again. They'll go high that time. Owens will bring it down. Long pass forward. Nice tip pass along the side. And the conversion that time by Mealing. Give him 2 and make it a 1-point ball game, 12-11. Good job by the Clippers to handle the pressure that time, using their athletic ability and going high over the pressure. Beaver along the right side, left side of the lane will flip it out. Quincy Ezell, no dice on that shot, and it'll go out of bounds. And they're going to say it's Clearview ball, so we're going to head the other way. Clippers are going to have the opportunity to take the lead.
Well, and you know, I thought they did a great job on that 2-on-1, the extra pass. Did a great job by Thompson to find the open man for the layup, and Mealing made a pretty tough layup.
To the middle of the court it'll go. They'll drop it down to the baseline and then kick it back out. Inside it was Hitchens. He tries to work it inside to Thompson. Reverse layup, no dice there. Rebound comes down to Quincy Ezell. He needs some help. Goes high, long pass to Fletcher. And it was Sinquiz right along with him. Bieber stops, shovel pass, right side. Quinton Ezell with a 15-footer, no good. Rebound Thompson for Clearview. He'll get it off. Sinquiz tries to go long ball. It's ripped away by Montrell Elliott. Long pass toward the baseline. Fletcher kicks it along the baseline, kicks it out. They'll swing it around. Montrell Elliott works toward the baseline, has to kick it out. Fletcher drive into the lane, tries to force it down into Bieber. No one there. Montrell Elliott had a chance at it, and foul's going to be whistled against Quinton Ezell as he puts a shoulder into Michael Mealing and sends him into the stands.
Yeah, that shows you what this game is going after here. Both players going after the ball. Just did a great job with the hustle play, but Clearview comes out on top. They'll have the ball now, and let's see offensively what they can do as they trail by 1.
Colin Watson will inbound it. He'll get it into Sinquiz. He'll come across the timeline. Back off to Watson. They'll get out to Washington outside the arc. He has his pass thrown away. Saved back inbounds. Look for the alley-oop opportunity. Nope, layup. And 2 for Montrell Elliott. Nice take by Elliott that time. 14-11 now, 1:20 left in the first quarter. It's been a long first quarter. Feels long at least. Inside will go Thompson. Nice post-up move by the young one there. The junior able to go strong to the hole and get his first deuce.
Great inside position by Thompson, who had the seal right there and an easy deuce.
Under a minute left in the first quarter. Anderson back in the game for the Saints. Lifts it off left side. Bieber alongside the left side of the lane. Forces up a little 8-footer. That one no good. And boy, that'll give you an idea how high Washington can jump. I think his head was higher than the rim. 44 seconds to 1-point ball game. At the top of the key. Goes to Thompson along the baseline. He'll flip it out to Watson, then to Sinquiz. Sinquiz between the circles, shakes and bakes, works to the left elbow, has to kick it back out. Hitchens. Man-to-man defense still by the Saints, facing a 5 count. Washington 3-ball right side, that one off the front of the rim. Bieber pulls down the rebound with 22 seconds left. Bieber wants to go, has to rethink that whole fast break opportunity. Dishes it out to Elliott. 3-ball in the air for Southview. That one no good by Quinton Ezell. Rebound comes down to Sinquiz. He'll get it out quickly. Out top, Hitchens goes to the hole, gets fouled in the process. That one should be whistled against Bieber, I believe. We'll confirm that for you here in just a moment. Nope, they're going to say that was on Anderson. I lied. 4th team foul on the Saints. 4.4 seconds left, and Hitchens will have a couple of freebies here.
Yeah, back and forth action, but 14-13 score. A good defensive effort from both teams right now.
Hitchens, first one is no good. Back of the rim and high. And the official's making a gesture that I'm not familiar of, with rubbing the top of his forearm. Someone will have to explain that to me sometime. Maybe just had an itch. Second one rattles in for Hitchens, his first points of the ball game. High pass comes into Bieber and gets fouled out near midcourt by Watson. I gotta tell you, I'm not so sure.
Yeah, I didn't see much there, but that'll put him at the line with 3.1 seconds remaining in a tie game. Yeah, that was out where.
And talk about that. Talk more about that. 14-14. That's stunning. Bieber able to hit the first free throw. That'll give him 7. Saints with a 1-point lead.
Well, and it was surprising, too, because it was so far away from the hoop.
Yeah.
Not a foul you want to commit with 3 seconds.
Bieber's second is up and rattles in. That'll give him 8 and make it a 2-point Southview lead. And Washington, three-quarter court shot. Boy, it hit one of the lights and just rattled the heck out of it, but it looked like it was online. So at the end of the first quarter, the Saints up by a deuce, 16-14 over the Clearview Clippers. We're going to step away when we come back. Second quarter action right here on the Cool Cat 1380 in the Lorain County Sports Network and WLCS TV 20.
Does your child have asthma? Did you know asthma attacks can be triggered by things like shower curtains, a child's blanket, even a teddy bear? Help prevent your child's asthma attacks. Call 1-866-NO-ATTACKS or visit noattacks.org to get the latest information and avoid the emergency room.
I don't want to feel like a fish with no water.
Well, welcome back to Clearview High School, everyone. Don Vincent, Rob Troutman along for the ride all night long. The Southview Saints starting things off here in the second quarter. 16-14, and Clearview will have the ball. Hey, Rob, we were talking during the break there. It's really about Clearview's hustle right now.
Well, and yeah, you know, they're scrapping around for the loose balls, trying to get the extra rebounds, making the extra passes. And really, when you talk about passes, they just need to be a little more crisp. Some of the turnovers have been converted into points by Southview. If they can stop that, I mean, they're looking good right now against a very tough Southview team.
Starting lineups for both squads back on the court. Still man-to-man defense by the Saints. Good screen, opens up Hitchens, and he'll spot the deuce from about 16 feet away. That'll give him 3. Montrell Elliott flips it off to Quentin Ezell. Now Anderson. Anderson into the lane. Spots Bieber. He'll go up. Get the two-handed slam. Washington was right there with him, but Bieber able to just get it over the rim. 10 points for Josh. First player in double figures tonight.
And he is showing the Southview crowd some excitement. He got hit, went up, dunked it. And now a good defensive stand by Southview.
Well, they ended up poking the ball away. Boffman went back to play defense. He was the guy that Clippers decided to go to, and he was already on the other side and couldn't get back in time, so he got the over and back. 2-3 zone now by the Clippers again, and did a nice job trapping along the baseline. Ball ends up in the hands of the Saints and then ripped away nicely by Hitchens. He'll get it back, wants to move forward, flips it forward quickly to Mealing. Mealing will spot a little 10-footer and get that one to drop. That was an easy shot for Mike.
Yeah, he likes that baseline right back.
And at the other end, the Saints come back and answer that. Quincy Ezell with a fast break off the shot. Layup opportunity. 20-18 now in favor of Southview. 6:40 left.
You can't fall asleep in this game. Going back and forth as Quincy Ezell gets his second personal foul.
Team fifth. Andy Bastock not happy about that call. His assistant coach is saying, come on, get back, coach.
And this excitement here in the gym. Josh Bieber, though, I mean, showing you his hops. He's having fun out there. It looks like both these teams are having fun going back and forth with this up-tempo style.
Hey, Bastock's pushing it a little bit. Now he's still in the official's ear. He's got to be careful. Clearview with the ball and the travel call on Boffman, and maybe Bastock got exactly what he was looking for.
Yeah, I didn't even know if the referee was paying attention on that play, but apparently he was. He dragged his foot. Now Bastock seems a little happier.
You got to love the ins and outs of the game. 6.5 left in the second quarter. Southview up 20-18. Facing that zone, Montrell Elliott works to the elbow, gets himself in trouble, flips it out to Quincy Ezell. Back on top is Anderson. Anderson has the ball poked away, and it's picked up by Williams. Williams is going to go, gets fouled, and one! Stands up, looks at the Clearview crowd, and lets them know exactly what he did.
And Tony Williams, just a great play. Didn't look to dish it, got hit, felt the contact, and went strong off glass. And that's exactly what Clearview needed.
I think that foul was whistled on Mike Anderson. That'll be his second and team sixth on the Saints. And Williams gets to go to the line for the old-fashioned three-point play. It's the only kind of three-point play they had when I was playing. Leave it alone, big guy. Leave it alone. Williams in and out on the free throw. Montrell Elliott with the rebound for the Saints. He'll just bring it up himself since the Clearview defense vacates. They're in a man-to-man. They'll fall back into their 2-3 zone. Fletcher will work it off left side. No-look pass inside to Bieber. Little half-hook shot for Josh from about 14 feet is good. 12 points for the big guy. 22-20 now. Williams trapped out top, flips it left side to Hitchens. Hitchens works into the lane. Nice pass to Washington. He'll go up strong and get the deuce with Bieber on his back. Southview on the offense now. Baughman rips it away and flips it back into the stands, just trying to save it back into bounds. I mean, it went all the way up to the top bleacher.
Yeah, he tried ripping it away. Went the wrong way, though, into the stands, the top row. And again, defensively, everybody wants the ball out there in a 2-3 zone, it looks like.
Angel Gomez into the game for the Saints. Try to keep track of all the players for you. Bieber, left oval, flips it out. Fletcher, three ball. That one a little bit short. Rebound, Washington. Again, he's got ups. I mean, big ups. 22-22. Clippers with an opportunity to take the lead here. Hitchens wants to go left side of the baseline. Layup, got it. 5 points for Hitchens. 24-22 in favor of the Clippers right now. Montrell Elliott works away from pressure. Foul whistled out near midcourt. And I believe that's going to be whistled on Williams. Let me confirm that for you. That is the case. That'll be his third, team 9th. Subs coming in. Freimeyer will come in for the Saints. Up off the bench is Thompson for the Clippers.
And, I mean, you look at this defensive scheme right now by Clearview. They're more intensive on the defensive end, really getting at it. Full court press, going to his zone and trying to slow down the Southview team. And it's working right now.
Elliott will go to the line for the 1-and-1. First one's up and off the right side of the rim. Boy, just not even close that time. Thompson will track down the rebound, get it off to Hitchens. Hitchens will work against the pressure, get it across the timeline, then try to reset the offense. Right side to Baughman. Baughman splits a double team to the elbow, has the ball poked out of bounds. Quick hands by Quentin Ezell.
And a right idea by Baughman trying to make that extra pass to Thompson, who was open. Just quick hands and a good defensive play.
Washington was coming across the baseline. There was clearly going to be a shot opportunity there for the Clippers. Hitchens will spot a 15-footer and drain it. Nothing but the bottom of the net. 7 points for him. 26-22 now in favor of the Clippers.
And I'm sorry about Hitchens, just quick on the dribble penetration, a little shake and bake, and get separation to score.
Gomez has the ball poked away. It's going to bounce off of him. Washington there on the defensive takeaway. And the officials got to get the Clearview student sections kind of back away so their Clippers can actually inbound it. Packed house here at the Clearview Gymnasium. Baughman across the timeline, flips it right side to Washington, works away from pressure, gets it back to Baughman. Man-to-man defense by the Saints. Fouls called out top by Quentin Ezell. I tell you, the Saints, with their protests, are flirting with technical fouls. I got to tell you. And I'm a Southview guy.
Yeah, and not something you want to do. You want to be on the ref's good side as Josh Bieber checks in for Jeremiah Freimeyer. Freimeyer there.
Bieber with a dozen already. 4:24 left in the second quarter. 4-point lead for the Clippers. An opportunity to bump it up here a little bit more. 26-22. Going to the line is Kyle Baughman, the 6-foot junior. He's got 2 points thus far. Hit a big open jump shot early on in the first quarter. Able to knock that one down. Give him 3.
You know, looking at the statistics right now, Clearview really struggling from the line. Before that free throw, they were 1 of 5 from the line. Seemed like they've been struggling the last few times we've seen him here.
Lobbing up and down on the second one, so he certainly shows that he's got that part of his game down. Here come the Saints in the offensive end of things, down by 6. Fletcher out top, flips it off to Quentin Ezell toward the baseline. Montrell Elliott just snapped the net from 3-point range. Elliott now with 9 points. Southview steps back into a zone defense. I don't think I've seen this all year long.
It looks like
at least not early on, yeah. Baughman flips it up outside. Washington 15-footer, rattles it in. Washington hit that shot off the right baseline. Looks pretty. May not see too much more of that zone. Of course, that may be something that the Saints are working on for postseason play as well. tough to tell. Gomez with the ball, right wing, flips it out top, almost snapped away. And Quentin Ezell with the 3-ball, that one no good. Gomez will track it down, go between his legs, flip it toward the baseline, and Elliott has to back away. Good defense by the Clippers there interiorly. Bieber outside the arc, right baseline, pushes off. Foul's going to be whistled. Now here's the issue. You got one official that's 2 feet away from the call, and the other one at midcourt that makes the call. I'm not arguing that it was a bad call. Just not sure it's the right guy making the call.
Oh, that is surprising that the referee at half court would make that call, but he's trying to explain it to head coach Andy Bastock of Southview.
And they both walked away smiling, right? 30-25, a 5-point lead for the Clippers with 3:18 left in the first half. Boffman out top, looking at that zone. They'll flip it down toward Washington. He'll fire from 16 feet, no good. Rebound came down to the Saints, but then it's picked up by Thompson. He'll go back up strong and get the deuce. 4 points for Eric Thompson off the bench. Gomez will come across the timeline, flip it off to Elliott, and then to Quentin Ezell. No look pass inside to Bieber. Bieber wants to work toward the block, spins, half hook, no good. Rebound Thompson. Here come the Clippers. Their fans are just on their feet right now. Through the lane goes Hitchens. Shot partially blocked. Got it! And one! Hitchens with 9. Foul's going to be whistled on Quentin Ezell. That'll be his 3rd, team 9th on the Saints. So the foul situation is evened out.
And, you know, a timeout is called, but great job by Thompson of Clearview, giving him good minutes, and great job on Josh Bieber defensively.
Full timeout on the court. We're going to step away as well. We'll be right back. It's 34-25, Clearview over Southview on the Cool Cat 1380 in the Lorain County Sports Network.
With nerves of steel, with incomparable courage, with determination and resolve, they go. And wherever and whenever they go, the USO will be there until every brow is soothed and every hand is held, until every battle's won and every song is sung, until everyone comes home.
Rob Trauman alongside Don Vincent, and an exciting game from Clearview High School, or has Clearview up 34-25 over Southview. And Don, just back and forth action, and Clearview now starting to get some good things happening on offense.
Well, Clearview's got a 9-point lead now, and I mean, they've done everything that they've wanted to do and then a little bit more, and it's really predicated on their defense at the other end.
You're absolutely right.
Hitchens will go to the line here. He's got the 1-point part of the old-fashioned 3-point play coming his way after he took that layup very strong to the hole and dropped it in. He hits his free throw. It's a double-digit lead in favor of the Clippers. Who'd have thunk it? Hitchens bounces a couple times, spins, dips, puts it up, and in. 10 points for Hitchens now in double figures. Fletcher will control the offense for the Saints. Looking at that 2-3 zone defense. Very aggressive zone defense. Freimeyer flips out to the wing toward the baseline. Montrell Elliott has to kick it out top to Fletcher. Works through pressure into the lane. Has his shot blocked by Washington. Rebound pulled down by Watson. Flips it out to Boffman as he goes to the floor. Back to the offensive end of things. Hitchens for Clearview. Looks left, goes right, fires up a 15-footer. Washington will pull down the rebound. Lifts it back up. That one no good. Hitchens follows, leans back, and gets it to drop. 12 points for Anthony Hitchens.
No box out. Great job by Hitchens to get the second chance point.
Bieber outside the arc, right side. Weak pass up top. Fletcher will come away with it. May have been fouled, no whistle, and it's going to go Clippers' way. Bastock is flirting with a technical. I'm telling you, he's hot.
And he's been hot for most of this game so far. Not very pleased. This game has changed a little bit.
Changed a lot. 37-25 in favor of Clearview. How long has it been since Southview's put the ball in the hole? Boffin works toward the left elbow and then backs off. Man-to-man defense by the Saints. Hitchens outside, and he'll throw it toward the ground. Ball on the ground, still somehow controlled by Clearview. Hitchens will flip it toward the baseline. Watson steps up, running 10-footer, leaves it well short. Rebound, Gomez. Gomez wants to push, has Bieber ahead of him. Has to stop outside the arc. He fires his own 3-ball. Got it! As he goes to the ground. Angel Gomez with his first 3 points of the ball game. Southview needed that shot.
Yeah, that was huge because Southview was on a streak of not scoring, and Clearview took over this game for a little while.
Hitchens flips it left side. Boffman well outside the arc. 3 ball off the front of the rim, no good. Watson will kick it back out top. Hitchens looks back inside. Thompson spins, works against Bieber, falls away from an 8-footer. That one no good. Rebound tipped around, picked up by Elliott. Gets it out to Freimeyer. Freimeyer gets spun around, then finally recovers. Elliott outside the arc, right side, steps inside toward the wing, flips it across. Fletcher, 3 ball, no good off the front of the rim, and foul's gonna be whistled inside. And you're gonna send Bieber to the line. Wow, the foul's gonna be whistled on Colin Owens. Just from the positioning, that one kind of surprises me.
Yeah, and it was a delayed call as well. But it must have happened. A lot of contact on there going for the rebound. And Bieber came out on top and will go to the line.
Bieber dips for his first and gets it. 13 points for the 6'6" senior. Quentin Ezell comes in. Montrell Elliott will sit down. Also into the game for Clearview is Michael Mealing. 37-29, an 8-point Clearview lead with 43.7 seconds left in the first half. Bieber will set for the second one, get that one to drop as well. 14 points now for Josh. Full court pressure by the Saints. Clearview handles it very well. Watson out top, lifts it around to Senquez. Senquez with the ball. Bieber right there with him, and Mealing can't quite handle it, loses it out of bounds. Not for the pressure, just for not paying attention.
Yeah, just took his eye off the ball at the last second and fumbled it out of bounds. And now Southview have the ball with 33 seconds. And Mike Anderson will check back in for Charles Fletcher.
Anthony Hitchens will report in for the Clippers. Both teams with some shooters in here. Anderson will get the inbounds play, work between the circles. Right side is Gomez, fakes toward the baseline, then back out top. Bieber looks inside, nothing doing there, and a block is going to be whistled against Mealing. I gotta tell you, if you're on the other side of that call, you might call Bieber for just kind of wrapping that elbow.
Well, that's a great point. That's what could have been called, because it looked like he hooked Michael Mealing to try to get around him. And instead, the referee was in back of the play and just saw Mealing moving his feet. So Bieber will go to the line.
Southview may work their way back into this one, courtesy of the free throws. Although Bieber will miss that one. Subs will come in for both squads. Charles Fletcher in for the Saints. Washington in for the Clippers. Kyle Boffman in for the Clippers as well. 37-20 in favor of the Clippers over the Southview Saints. From the Clearview Gymnasium all night long. Don Vincent along with Rob Traubman on the Cool Calf 1380. As well as WLCS TV 20. Bieber able to hit that one. 15 points for Josh now. Under 30 seconds left in this first half. Washington throws an errant pass, picked up by Gomez. Gets it off to Bieber, gets the layup, and one! 17 points for Bieber. Count the basket, fouls whistled on Washington. Here's trouble for the Clippers. That's his third.
And it was interesting, the Clearview fans over there was saying overrated for Josh Bieber when he was at the line last time. And Bieber already at the line 10 times tonight.
Wow. Elliott will come into the game for the Saints. Colin Owens will come in for the Clippers.
Yeah, 7 of 10 right now. This will be his 11th free throw in this game, and we're not even at halftime.
Bieber will dip, put it up, and in. And what was a 10-point Clearview lead is now 3 with 12 seconds left. Boffman looking at pressure, comes close to the timeline, taken away by Gomez, gets it forward to Elliott. Elliott with the layup and in. Montrell Elliott with 11. And a three-quarter court shot goes over top of the basket. The Saints, being down 10 at about the 2-minute mark, have battled back to be down just 1. 37-36. The Clearview Clippers certainly came out in that second quarter and made a statement. Southview able to hang in there and kind of reclaim things there toward the end of the quarter.
Whittier Middle School's Academy of the Arts is a learning community rich with experiences in and around the fine arts. Not only do students have the opportunity to participate in traditional fine arts courses taught discreetly, such as band, orchestra, choir, and art, They will also have the chance to use cutting-edge technology in graphic arts and music. Let's take a tour of our Arts Academy and see firsthand what the Whittier students are doing. Our first stop is our newly implemented dance studio. Students will have the opportunity to understand how to use dance and movement to express ideas and to make meaning of their world. They will also understand dance forms and styles from a diverse range of cultural environments of past and present society. Next is the Yamaha Music and Education Piano Lab. All students at Whittier will learn keyboard skills and create their own musical compositions using the Keyboard Lab, a recording studio, and our new Apple iMac notebooks. With these cutting-edge technologies, students will begin to learn how to create their own movies, web pages, and podcasts. Our Apple iMac computers are also being used in graphic arts. Students will use professional graphic software to create movie posters, magazine covers, and DVD labels and covers. Last, and certainly not least, students will experience world drumming to increase their multicultural literacy and global awareness while striving to fulfill our district vision. And that vision, to become a legacy of educational excellence built upon a heritage of diversity. Whittier teachers are experienced educators committed to unlocking the potential of every child. Through adventures in art, collaboration between classroom teachers and fine arts specialists will provide an imaginative, enlivening, and safe environment for every child. As a result, each child will benefit from cutting-edge technology that will encourage creative thinking while instilling a lifelong love of learning. Since 1921, your hometown financial professionals at First Federal Savings of Lorain have dedicated themselves to meeting the financial needs of their customers and surrounding communities. They offer a wide variety of financial investments as well as home mortgages to meet your every need. Loans on boats, cars, mobile homes, and other worthwhile purchases are also available. Whatever your financial need, First Federal Savings of Lorain is ready to help with 8 convenient locations to serve you in Lorain, Avon, Huron, Sandusky, Port Clinton, and now its newest location at Park Avenue and Levitt Road in Amherst. First Federal Savings of Lorain is an equal housing lender and FDIC insured.
Your lawnmower needs serviced. Your snowblower doesn't work. Your riding mower needs repaired. Who are you going to call? To avoid all this frustration and for no mower worries, call Mark Furman Mobile Mower Service at 315-0250. Mark Furman Mobile Mower Service makes good old-fashioned house calls. Most services done on-site at your home when it's convenient for you. He's been servicing the area's power equipment needs for over 30 years, servicing most makes, including Sears, MTD yard machines, Briggs & Stratton, and other major name brands. Remember, for no mower worries and for fast, experienced professional service, call Mark Furman Mobile Mower Service at 315-0250. Lorain School Employees Credit Union, 4459 Oberlin Avenue, Lorain. If you're an employee of the Lorain Board of Education or an employee's family member, you're eligible for the lowest rates, the best products, and the friendliest service in banking with Lorain School ECU. Speak with us about a membership today and start reaping the rewards of membership with Lorain School ECU. Phone 440-282-4600.
All right, welcome back to the Clearview Gymnasium. Good news there for the Admirals. We hear that they're up over Euclid. They're around about the half there. So as they continue to work toward that undefeated season, I want to wish them the best. Right now, the Southview Saints and the Clearview Clippers putting on a show here at the Clearview Gym. Rob, real quick, what does each team need to do right now?
Well, you know, if you're Southview, you just got to keep attacking the Clearview defense. You know, when they create, when they go into the lane, it seems like they've been the most successful. As for Clearview, you know, do exactly what you did in the second quarter. Drive the lane, kick it out, make that extra pass. Be wise with your shot selection and be careful with your turnovers. Right now, when they turn the ball over, Southview likes to go down, get some easy opportunities.
Well, the officials making sure the paths are clean for everybody. They've taken care of business. Southview off the alternate possession will get the ball to start things off here in the third quarter. Fletcher will join the starting lineup here for the Saints. He'll be left wing, flip it toward the baseline, and up I go. Bieber, 10-footer off the left side of the lane. That one no good. Rebound. Foul's going to be whistled inside. That on the Clearview Clippers. Going up for the rebound was Fletcher. And the whistle is going to be on Washington, and oh boy, that's his fourth. And they try to get a sub in, can't do it off the inbounds pass. Quincy Azell able to drop in a deuce. They find him on the right side of the lane, and he goes up with the easy layup. Trapping press now by the Saints. Man-to-man defense all over the court. They're working to the baseline, and Hitchens. Looking away from pressure, goes long cross court to Williams. Williams with Anderson right in front of him, flips it out top to Boffman. Montreal Elliott in front of him, lobs it toward the baseline. That'll be Mealing, falls away, drains the deuce. 30-second timeout called by John Sally, and there's only one reason for that. He needs to get Washington out of the game.
Yeah, and you know, a smart decision to use that 30-second timeout because Washington with 4 fouls, he's given you great minutes and done the good things you like to see a big guy doing that low post. Give you rebounds and scrap defensively, and Thompson will come back in. He's also giving you some good minutes for Clearview, but that hurts having Washington on the bench.
Well, I mean, we watched Washington literally jump through the gym. I mean, all night long, and to not have that leaping ability and that court presence.
Well, it says here he's 6'3", but his wingspan and his jump ability is probably about 6'8". So, I mean, he's a force to be reckoned with, and now let's see what Southview can do as Clearview goes to zone defense.
They'll sit back into that zone and challenge the Saints to shoot from outside. Anderson, left wing now, looking inside. Bieber's not there. He's being manned up. He'll go to the right elbow, find Fletcher. Fletcher will work through the lane, has the ball poked away, picked up by Williams, and I think that was Hitchens that got a hand on it. Williams hesitates, goes through the lane, forces up an ugly layup. Good effort on his part, though. Montreal Elliott will come down the ball. It's stripped away by Boffman. Shot from his knees! Oh, my goodness, I thought Thompson was going to be able to hit that one from his knees. Fast break opportunity. Here come the Saints at the other end. And one situation as Fletcher goes to the hole strong, buries the layup, and the foul's going to be whistled on Mealing. Fletcher's first points of the ball game, second team foul already in the third quarter on the Clippers. This is really reminiscent of that first quarter.
Oh, and a great job defensively by Southview, getting out, getting open, and Fletcher went up strong and converts on the three-point play.
Now the Saints will drop back to a 1-2-2 trap right around midcourt. Williams sees the trap coming, drops it off to Hitchens. He'll work away from Anderson and into the lane. Nice little scoop pass, shot blocked, and a big collision on the court. Well, I tell you, 3 players went down, 2 of them from Southview, Montreal Elliott and Quincy Azell. And Elliott's going to be whistled for the foul. That'll be his first, team first. And Thompson went down as well, but he went up strong. I like what I saw from the junior Thompson.
Well, and he didn't hesitate. He put the ball right off the glass, tried to go up, and he converts on the free throw there. But again, a lot of big guys have the problem of putting the ball on the floor before they go up.
Yeah.
He went straight up, got contact, and went to the line.
That's the idea. 41-40, favor of the Saints. Thompson ties it up there with that free throw. Took advantage of that opportunity. Fletcher now with the ball for the Saints, works toward the right wing. Clearview conceding any pressure right now, just packing that zone in. Pass intended for Bieber, poked away by Thompson, picked up by Williams on the fast break. Stops at the right block, got it to fall in. Williams with 4 points now. Here come the Saints right back. Clippers with a 2-point lead. Anderson, and gets whistled for the walk. We're going to head the other way. Anderson didn't like the call. Sure, most Southview Saint fans didn't. The Clearview Clippers fans, on the other hand, not so bad. Hitchens Tries to get the pass toward the baseline, poked by Quincy Azell, saves it back inbounds, finds Fletcher. He's got Bieber right behind him, lays it up himself, leaves it short. Bieber has the rebound, puts it back up strong, rolls around the rim and got it to drop. 20 for Bieber. Williams working against pressure for the Clippers. Drops it off and finds Hitchens, gives up his dribble, goes long pass, ball poked away by the Saints. Quincy Azell, he's going to be whistled for the foul though. Azell now with 3. That'll be the second on the Saints here in the quarter.
And if you're Anthony Hitchens, you can't continually go cross-court. That's going to get picked off every time, and it's been evident, except there, Azell was a little bit behind the Clearview Clipper and got called for the foul, but got to watch those passes cross-court.
Quentin Azell comes in. Quincy Azell will sit down for the Saints. Boffin will inbounds, gets it out top to Williams, works away from pressure off the screen, goes to the top of the key. May have traveled, gets the double dribble. We're going to head the other way. I thought the Saints may have gotten a hand on that ball.
Yeah, and he picked up his dribble and tried to dribble again, so that's a good call by the referee, and a 43-43 tie.
Yeah. And here's that zone against by the Clippers. It's been so effective. Bieber will get the ball at the elbow, flip it out. Anderson spots the tray, got it. 3 ball for Anderson. That'll make it 46-43. Saints looking at that 1-2-2 trap again. They'll go cross court to Boffman. Boffman on the near sideline. Gets near midcourt, flips it across to Hitchens. Hitchens wants to work into the lane, kicks it out. Williams, 3 ball to answer. That one no good. He'll get his own rebound and travel. Ooh. That's tough. Turnover either way for the Clippers. Here come the Saints right back. They're not going to waste any time. As soon as they get the ball, they get it back in bounds and get moving. Quentin Azell, Anderson, and now Montrell Elliott along the baseline. He's looking inside for some help. Ball poked out of bounds. Boffman in there getting a hand on it for the Clippers, interrupting the Southview offense. It'll be the Saints ball underneath their own hoop.
And right now, back and forth defensively, both teams getting at it. It's a very close game. And now let's see what Southview's offense can produce here.
Fletcher gets whistled for the travel. We're going to head the other way. He's getting coached up as he heads down the other way.
A lot of turnovers so far here in the second half.
And a lot of them unforced, Rob, which is even more important by both squads.
Exactly, a lot of travels and double dribbles.
Yeah. Williams working along the sideline, ball poked out of bounds by Mike Anderson for the Saints. 4:37 left in the third quarter. The Saints are up by a 3 spot, 46-43. Clippers will come across the timeline, and Williams will reset the offense between the circles. Comes right side to Hitchens, long cross-court pass. That'll be Mealing. Mealing, 3 ball, got it! 9 points for Mike Mealing. And an inbounding violation whistled on the Saints. Clearview will get the ball right back with the score tied.
We talked about unforced errors. There's another one. Stepping over the line and giving Clearview an opportunity.
Off the inbounds play, they'll find Tony Williams. He'll get the layup immediately and take a 2-point Clearview lead. Bieber at the top of the key, flips off Anderson. 3 ball in the air, got it! 6 points now for Mike Anderson. These two teams are going to start shooting the lights out. You can just feel it coming. Williams comes cross-court to Hitchens.
And Anderson's starting to feel it. Hit his last 2 3-pointers.
Thompson, pump fake, had a man go completely over his head, misses the shot. Anderson on the fast break opportunity, goes up off the glass, no good. Thompson will get the rebound for Clearview and get fouled by Quentin Azell. That'll be his 4th and team's 3rd. Now I guess, you know, the question is, how do you, there was a foul down here, there's no doubt, but at that other end, how do you jump completely over somebody? And there was contact.
Yeah, his foot, it looked like hit Thompson either in the shoulder or at least the face, close to it. But that was some leaping ability.
No doubt about that. 49-48, the Saints by 1 over Clearview. 3:45 left. Lob pass goes into Thompson. He'll kick it back. And a good take that time by Hitchens. He's fouled in the process. So give Hitchens the deuce and 14 points on the night. Foul's going to be whistled on the Saints. And they're going to whistle that on Freimeyer. That'll be his 2nd, team 4th for the Saints. 2 team fouls on the Clippers. Either way, it sends Hitchens to the line for the old-fashioned 3-point play and an opportunity to bump a 1-point lead out to a 2-point lead.
And Southview's got to calm this down, starting to slip away a little bit here in the third quarter.
You're right. That momentum they had going into the locker room is kind of waned. Hitchens rattles it in. 15 points for Anthony. The junior really making a statement scoring-wise here for the Clippers. Southview back in their offensive end of things. A little bit more of a matchup zone right now by the Clippers. Lob pass comes out top. Boy, that's dangerous. They'll go to Bieber at the top of the court. Montreal Elliott, 3-ball in and out. Bieber to follow. Got it, and one. Bieber with 22, and Thompson just kind of caught out of place. So he'll get whistled for the foul. That'll be his first and team third now. And it looks as though Coach John Sally wants a 30-second timeout. Once we get the substitutions back and forth, in and out. I thought he asked for it.
Yeah.
Maybe if he makes the shot, I don't know. Bieber at the line, 22 points on the evening. Spots it and drains it for his 23rd. Full court pressure again by the Saints. Hitchens will split it. He's got a fast break opportunity, goes to the hole, scoop layup. Got it, and one! Fouls whistled on Josh Bieber. Hitchens with an incredibly athletic play.
Well, that was an up and under like Michael Jordan-esque.
Yeah.
Going up and under the hoop, drew the contact, went high off glass. It went in, and he got the foul. Now he wants the three-point play. They have a 53-52 lead. Let's see what Anthony Hitchens here can do at the line.
I think my sheet's wrong. Hitchens is a senior, isn't he?
I think he's only a junior.
I think he plays like one. Spots it, leaves that one long. Rebound battle for it. Bieber will come down with it for the Saints. Gets it off to Anderson with 3:15 left. It's a 1-point Clearview lead. Montreal Elliott outside the arc, left wing, swings it across Mike Anderson. Got his own 3-ball, leaves that one well short. Rebound's going to go out of bounds off of Bieber. Will head to the other way. Sub coming into the game. Mike Mealing will report for the Clearview Clippers, and Tony Williams will sit down. Williams put a lot of effort into this game.
Well, Mealing's giving you some great effort as well, offensively from the outside, but Williams, good defensive player that can score.
Hitchens will bring the ball across the timeline to the left wing, go long cross-court pass. Almost stepped out of bounds was Mealing. Thompson inside, catches the ball off the hot pass, can't convert. But Hitchens is there to follow up. 19 points for Anthony. 55-53 in favor of the Clippers. Anderson outside the arc, lobs it in to Bieber. Bieber, ball up high, gets fouled. He'll go to the line. Well, nope, not go to the line. It'll be out of bounds. Fouls whistle on Colin Watson. Team foul number 4 on Clearview. Up off the bench for the Saints, Quincy Ezell back into the game with 3 fouls. Anderson will inbounds, has 3 in front of him and 1 on the far side. And it comes to Fletcher, 3-ball, no, that one's no good. Rebound comes down to Mealing. Mealing wants to push, has Hitchens on the other side, gets it to him. Shot partially blocked. Blocked enough to take it away. Southview on the fast break opportunity. Mealing will take it away and save it into Boffman. Boffman for Clearview now. Looking for a little bit of help, working against pressure from Quincy Ezell. Comes across the timeline, works right side. Mealing toward the baseline. Watson, 3-ball, leaves that one well short. May have been partially blocked. Out of bounds off of the Saints.
Good extra pass on that play by Mealing to find Watson. He's just got to set himself. He tried to get that off quick, and an air ball there from the corner, but it'll stay Clippers ball.
Tony Williams back into the ball game for the Clippers. He'll get the inbounds pass outside the arc left wing. Anderson D'ing him up, spins to the block, tries to drop it inside to Watson, taken away by Montreal Elliott. Anderson across the timeline, works into the 2-3 zone, then backs off. 2 minutes left in this one, a 3-point Clearview lead, 55-52. Fletcher, baseline jumper from about 8 feet. Southview there with a couple follows. Montreal Elliott comes down with it again. He's going to get fouled. And that'll be whistled on Williams. Guess what? Another Clearview Clipper with 4 fouls. That's 2 of them.
Actually, they gave that one to Watson, so that's actually his third.
His third. Well, that's better for the Clippers. I'd rather see players stay in the game than get out.
And the Clippers have been doing a great job so far with Washington out of the lineup.
True enough. Fletcher with the ball for the Saints off the inbounds pass. 1:45 left in the third quarter, rather. Bieber steps up, goes high off the glass from about 5 feet, gets it to drop. 25 points for Josh. 55-54 with a minute and a half left in the third quarter. Don Vincent along with Rob Troutman. And long pass goes to Watson. Watson in the paint. Shot blocked by Bieber. Bieber will get the rebound. He wants the fast break. Gets it forward to Elliott. Elliott goes. Reverse layup. Got it. Elliott did a good job using the basket to help him get that shot off.
Yeah, great job protecting the ball and going the opposite side of the hoop for an easy deuce.
Hoffman with the ball facing a double team. Splits it into the lane. Has the ball poked away by Anderson out of bounds. Subs in for both sides. Angel Senquez in for Clearview, and Angel Gomez in for the Southview Saints. Freimeyer up for the Southview Saints as well. 1:02 left in the third quarter. It's a one-point ball game. The Saints up 56-55.
Both these teams back and forth offensively and defensively. Getting in some runs, but nothing getting crazy.
Off the inbounds pass, Williams goes up strong, gets it before coming down to the ground, gets the deuce. Makes it 57-56, a one-point lead for the Clippers now. Montrell Elliott outside the arc, bounces it into Freimeyer, flips it over to Anderson. Anderson works toward the baseline, travels, will head the other way. Another unforced error. Coach Bastock looking at Anderson saying, you know, you got a guy just sitting wide open along the baseline. Got to get him the ball.
Yeah, he went to the opposite side instead, tried to make a move instead of looking to his near side. And, you know, they'll have some players open on that side. They just got to find them.
40 seconds left in this third quarter. Thompson has the ball taken away by the Saints. At the other end, Montrell Elliott got the two-hand slam. Elliott now with 15. That's the third dunk by the Saints tonight. In trouble, another double team. They'll find Thompson. Thompson gets it out to the wing. Williams works into the lane, forces up a shot, fouled in the process. They're going to whistle Freimeyer for that one. That'll be his third. Team sixth, and Bieber set to come back into the game. Williams will go to the line for two.
And Clearview going into the trap corners and not realizing it quite a bit, and that's forcing some turnovers right now. They got to watch those corners.
But they're getting away with it. Or they're able to split the double teams and come up with at least something that looks like a shot in the middle of the lane.
Well, a few times, you're right. They have gotten out of that. Very fortunate to get out of those corners.
I agree. A couple of subs coming in for both squads. Up off the bench is Quentin Azell with his 4 fouls for the Saints. I'm sure his mission over the next 17 seconds, don't commit the fifth. Williams misses the free throws. Bieber with the rebound. He's going to go the length. No, he flips it forward. Quincy Azell into the lane, slices through, in and out, no dice. Freimeyer and Quincy Azell battle for the rebound. Azell was down on the ground, and the ball will go out of bounds off of the Saints.
And, you know, you got to wonder with 14 seconds trying to drive, may take the last shot if you're Southview. They want to get in there and get a quick shot, lose it out of bounds and give Clearview a chance with almost 9 seconds.
Couple of subs both ways. It'll be Hitchens handling the inbounds duties. He's got Senquez and Boffman right in front of him. Boffman will get it. He'll find the double team. He's trapped immediately along the sideline. Ball tip picked up by Hitchens. Hitchens has a 3-on-2 fast break opportunity. Goes to the lane himself. And no foul, no shot. Third quarter is going to come to a close. The Saints up by 1, 58-57. We'll be back with fourth quarter action right here on DLW. The Cool Cat 1380 and WLCS TV 20.
Hi, this is Tim McGraw. Today and every day is the right time to support the American Red Cross, who gives disaster assistance to people when they need it most. You can help the victims of thousands of disasters across the country each year by making a financial gift to the American Red Cross Disaster Relief Fund, which enables the Red Cross to provide shelter, food, counseling, and other assistance to those in need. Please call 1-800-HELP now. Together, we can save a life.
Welcome back to the Clearview Gymnasium. Don Vincent, Rob Troutman along with you on the Cool Cat 1380 as well as WLCS TV 20 in Lorain. Well, I tell you what, you're going to want to check this one out both on our TV partner, TV 20 in Lorain, as well as on our online partner at LorainCounty.com.
Yep.
Check this game out later if you like. LorainCounty.com. It's all about Lorain County.
It's all about you.
Join your neighbors and log on.
Just an unbelievable atmosphere, and if you listen to this on the internet, you're going to get excited
while
you're at your computer.
Clippers with the ball, down by 1 to start things off here in the fourth quarter. Mealing, man-to-man defense by the Saints. Little stutter step outside. Williams at top of the key, flips it out. Mealing, 3-ball, no, off the front of the rim. Rebound inside Hitchens. Hitchens works away from pressure. No look pass to Mealing. Layup 2. Mealing with 11 now. The Saints across the timeline. They'll find Bieber, looks off. Quincy Ezell goes high off the glass and the deuce off the reverse layup. Give Bieber the assist. 8 points for Quincy Ezell. More full court pressure by the Saints. Mealing will flip it right back, and Hitchens wisely tips it to himself. Him and another Southview player go down onto the ground, forces it out, and what are we going to call? A foul on Gomez for the Saints. Boy, all that contact, and then you see a little ticky-tack one on the inside.
Yeah, that's tough to call, especially when the kids are on the ground trying to get the ball. It was pretty close to a jump ball, I thought, but it'll be a 1-on-1 situation now. Or no, yeah, it's a 1-on-1 situation, yeah. So they'll go to the line, and I believe Thompson will be at the line. And
that's exactly the case.
Thompson today is 2 of 2.
Oh, there you go. You jinxed him.
He can overcome it, though, right here.
Let's find out. Eric Thompson, 6'4" junior post player. Sets, dips, shoots, and falls out. Rebound, Montrell Elliott for the Saints. He'll get it off to Anderson. Anderson wants to push. Gets it back to the middle of the court, and Montrell Elliott. Elliott wants to split the double team. Drops it toward the baseline. Quincy Ezell goes up. Shot blocked by Thompson. Rebound, Boffman. Gets it off to Hitchens. Hitchens stutter steps. Goes across the timeline into the lane. And player control foul. Going to be whistled against Hitchens. Now the ball went through. They're not putting it up. No shot. Player control foul whistled against Anthony Hitchens. Anderson out top, works right side to Fletcher, toward the baseline now to Elliott. Bounce pass goes into Bieber, spots that little half hook shot, no dice. Slam attempt that time by Quincy Ezell, couldn't quite get it down. Foul inside, who's it going to be whistled on? Looks like they're going to get Montrell Elliott. No, they're going to get Quincy Ezell. That'll be his 4th, 8th foul. Andy Bastock out on the court again, asking the official, look, how come no foul on the dunk attempt, and yet you pick up the small one underneath?
Yeah, that was a good call down here. It looked like Ezell, I mean, he had his feet planted, and Hitchens just ran into him, so a good call down here, but this end, it's pretty close. A lot of physical activity underneath the hoop.
Sub in, Quincy Ezell is going to sit down. Let's make sure, yeah, there we go. Quentin Ezell in the game. We have to set the lineups here for both squads here in a second. Right now, it's Hitchens at the line for the 1-and-1. Bounces it a couple times. If he hits this one, it'll give him 20. Leaves that one long. Rebound, Montrell Elliott for the Saints. Elliott scoops it forward to Bieber. Fakes right, goes left into the lane. Running jumper, no dice. Rebound, battle for Quentin Ezell goes up, no. I'm going to say foul on the ground is going to be whistled against the Clippers. That one will be whistled against Mealing. That'll be his 3rd. So for the Clippers, you've got Mealing, Williams, Washington with his 4 fouls, Hitchens, and Boffman. For the Saints, you've got Anderson. Charles Fletcher at the line is Quentin Ezell, Bieber, and Elliott. Quentin Ezell, free throw, no dice. Bieber will go up, come down with it. Clearview fans looking for a travel. The Southview fans looking for the foul. The foul's going to come after, and it's going to be whistled on Boffman. No, check that. It'll be whistled on Williams. That'll be his 4th. Team 8th. 18 fouls apiece. Bieber at the line for the 1-and-1. And apparently we're not ready to do this yet. They had the ball in Bieber's hands and then they took it back, which is fairly unconventional.
And it looked like the Clearview fans wanted to travel there, but he put the ball back down on the floor, it looked like, and then regathered it. That was pretty close.
It was close.
So he'll go to the line.
Bieber with 25 tonight. And number 26 is not going to go. At least not on the first free throw attempt. 60-59, the Saints up by 1. 6:26 left in the game. Bieber will dip and make that 1-point lead a 2-point lead and give himself 26 points. Full court pressure now by the Saints. Hitchens is facing it, crosses over, flips it to Boffman near sideline. Boffman wants to work forward, dribbles it once, long pass forward to Mealing, flips it back to Washington across the lane. Hitchens has his shot rejected into the stands by Bieber. Oh boy. That wasn't your run-of-the-mill shot block.
And Hitchens was surprised. It looked like he had an easy layup. Bieber comes back and says, "Not in my house."
It's not even his house.
It's not his house, but tonight he wants it to be.
No doubt.
Unbelievable rejection. It shows you his up. He has 2 dunks already tonight. And offensively has been a spark for this Southview team. And they feed off of that.
No doubt. All right, Clippers with the ball off the inbounds play. Williams out top, flips to Mealing. Right side is Washington. Back to Mealing. Wants to drive. Works into the lane. Back off to Washington. Goes in. Goes over top of Bieber. Bieber tried to take the charge. No foul at the other end. Layup. Southview Saints no good that time. Ball's going to go out of bounds as Elliott couldn't quite control himself and fell out of bounds. That's a layup that the Saints really needed by Ezell.
Well, and down here, it looked like Josh Bieber flopped a little bit as he fell before the contact. So a good no call by the referee to let him keep playing. And now Clearview has a chance, trailing by 2. This is a key possession. So they want to wipe some perspiration down
That's the good word.
on the key.
All right, let's be real about it. This is the cool cat, right? Get some sweat off the floor. 5:53 left in this one. 61-59. The Saints up by a deuce. What a game this has turned out to be. Clippers with the ball. Williams will come across the timeline, face the double team, scoop it inside. That'll be Washington, flips it off to Mealing. Deuce, got it. We're tied. 13 points for Michael Mealing. The Saints come right back. They'll work into their offensive end of things. Boffman does a good job poking the ball away from Charles Fletcher out of bounds. Stay with the Saints. Foul line extended in their offensive end of things. Quincy Ezell reports back in. 4 fouls on Quincy with 8 points to go along with that. Reimeyer will sit down. 5:34 left. We're knotted at 61.
Every possession crucial right now.
Oh, yeah.
Tied up with a little over 5 minutes.
Fletcher outside the arc, left baseline, kicks it back out top. Quentin Ezell. Now ball poked away. Nice job by Mealing. Gets it off to Williams. And Mealing ends up losing the handle on the ball. Wanted to get it right back to Williams. Was doing the right thing. Got called for the travel. Thompson back up off the bench for the Clippers. He's going to go into the game. Sitting down will be Washington. That's a move. You got 5:22 left. You save him for the last couple minutes.
Well, and it shows that Clearview not afraid to use their bench. They're getting a lot of minutes from a lot of good bench players tonight.
Saints on offense now. Ball high out top. Ball poked away by Mealing again. That's the second time he did that. Williams is going to take the layup. Shot blocked by Bieber, but the follow by Thompson is good. 8 points, 63-61 in favor of the Clippers.
Tell you what, Bieber never gives up on any play. You got to give him that, but Thompson, right place, right time, and makes the deuce.
Anderson flips it left side. Quentin Ezell back out top to Fletcher. Back to Ezell. Ezell circles. Swings at Quincy Ezell. Now Anderson toward the baseline. Fletcher. 3-ball. No, that one no good. Rebound. Anderson has it poked away. Picked up by Quentin Ezell. Works into the lane. Right hand off the glass and 2. His first 2 of the ball game. We're knotted at 63 now with 4:25 left. Boffman and Hitchens working the ball up court. Boffman now still not across the timeline. Long cross-court pass. Finds Mealing. He'll go cross-court again to Boffman. Boffman gets tied up by Bieber. Goes down to the ground. Flips it off. Williams works away from pressure. Still with the ball for the Clippers. Works across the top. And the hit check's going to be whistled against Josh Bieber. That'll be his 3rd. Bieber just got a little too impatient with that foul. That'll be is that the 9th or the 10th team foul on the Saints?
Yeah, that was a good call. Josh Bieber just moving his feet. And right now, Tony Williams has some key free throws. He's 0 for 3 so far today, but these are key right here. Knotted at 63.
Gomez into the game for the Saints. Catch the lineups for you here in just a second. For the Clippers, it's Williams, Boffman, Thompson, Watson, and Hitchens. Free throw by Williams is good. That'll give him 9 points and make it a 64-63 Clearview lead. For the Saints, it's Gomez, Elliott, Quincy Ezell, Fletcher, and Quentin Ezell. Second free throw by Williams is good. Double figures for him now. Fletcher works across the timeline, finds Quincy Ezell, works into a double team. Back out top to Gomez. Gomez looks inside, lob pass, gets it back, top of the key. Tries to work it inside to Fletcher, flips it back, nice pass. Elliott gets the high glass to work for him, 17 points. I mean, he went way up there.
Yeah, and you know, what a touch pass to find him underneath the hoop. Would attack the basket, now a steal.
Gomez off the tap back, that time by Quentin Ezell, wants to go into the lane and may have been fouled. No dice on the foul, they're gonna get the travel. And a timeout's gonna be called by Andy Bastock of the Southview Saints. He'll take a full timeout, which means we get to catch our breath. 65-65 with 3:33 left in the fourth quarter. We'll step away and be right back on the Cool Cat 1380. Lorain County Sports Network and WLCS TV 20.
What do a store owner, a mother of two, and an honor student have in common? They've all recovered from a mental health problem, and they're all part of our lives. Mental health problems are surprisingly common. They affect almost every family in America, maybe even yours. Get the facts about mental health. Call 1-800-789-2647 because mental health is part of all our lives.
3:33 left in this one. We're not at 65. The Southview Saints and the Clearview Clippers, and they're just taking shots at each other.
Yeah, and I hate to be a player when you wake up tomorrow morning, because you're going to be sore after this one. I mean, floor burns, diving on the ground for loose balls. It's intense down there and very physical if you're in that low post.
Boffman will inbounds for Clearview. He's got Williams right in front of him. Watson, Hitchens, and Washington on the court along with. Full court pressure now, 2-2-1 press by the Southview Saints. That'll be a little bit of a change. They'll get it forward to Boffman. Boffman wants to work toward the wing. Washington all alone, left block, kicks it out. Watson, three ball, no, in and out rebound. Bieber had it taken away inside. Boffman converts. Good play by Kyle Boffman. The junior comes up big. 67-65. Anderson, Bieber, Ezell, and Elliott. Ball poked away that time nicely by Williams, regained by the Southview Saints. Left elbow is Bieber. Bieber pump fake in the lane, forces up an 8-footer and got it. That was a tough shot. 28 points for Josh. More full-court pressure, and Williams almost had it taken away. Saves it back in. Anderson will pick it up. Ezell to Quincy. Layup, no. Miss it, left it short. Bieber follows and gets it. 30 points for Josh Bieber. Timeout called by Clearview Clipper head coach John Sally. 69-67, 2:39 left in the fourth quarter. We're going to keep it here this time. We'll keep it here this time. No problem, Rob. We're okay, I'm sure.
We have some breaths left after this. And, you know, overall, I mean, you look at both these teams not giving up on any plays down here with Clearview and Boffman underneath. I mean, it's easy to just give up on a play, but no player here tonight has given up. Down here, Josh Bieber underneath, you know, still fighting for the loose balls, the second chance points. And, you know, overall, both these teams, second chance points, have kept them in this game, and that's why it's so close tonight.
I don't think there's any doubt about that. I can't tell you how impressed I am with Kyle Boffman, the 6-foot junior. He's got Josh Bieber coming down with a rebound. Josh is one of the premier players in the county. I don't think there's any argument about that. But strips the ball away from him, goes up right back in front of him, and puts in the deuce. How big is that play?
I mean, that's huge, especially with the time left in this game and a 69-67 lead. You're down by 2. You got to try and get the ball no matter what you have to do to get it. And Boffman did a great job on that play, not giving up. And now, I mean, 2:39 left in this game. You have to be diving for loose balls. You have to go and get every single rebound, and every possession counts. So see what Clearview can do now.
Oh, they'll inbound along the Southview baseline. Facing pressure, Boffman will work along with Mealing. Boffman looking for help, goes long ball, gets it forward to Williams. Williams goes up in front of Bieber, gets it to fall. Nice shot by Tony Williams that time. We're knotted at 69, 2:25 left in this one. 2-3 zone still by the Clippers. Anderson with the ball out top, flips it. Quentin Ezell, long three ball, no dice. Back tip, picked up by Elliott. Elliott high off the glass, got it! Elliott with 19. No one's been able to claim this game for a long, long time. And another takeaway by the Saints. Anderson has his pocket picked by Washington. It'll go out of bounds. Good hustle by James Washington. Huge hustle by Washington.
Oh, and he dove into the front row, took out a few fans who are still feeling the effects of that. But again, back and forth, great defense. Not a good pass by Tony Williams, but right back. Washington not giving up on the play, almost got a steal.
Anderson, right side, drops it off to Elliott. Elliott tries to get it into Bieber. Bieber wants to move, and he'll bounce it out of bounds off of his right knee. Head the other way with $1:46 left. 71-69, the Saints up by a deuce. Now they'll switch back to that 1-2-2 trap press. Cross court, it'll go to Hitchens. You don't want to overcommit on him. Hitchens will try to get the timeout, then he'll get it. They didn't give it to him the first time because he didn't have possession of the ball, but he knew he was in trouble. 30-second timeout will be charged to the Clearview Clippers. Oh boy.
And that was a smart timeout. That was close to the 10-second call, not getting over the half-court line there, and it would have been a turnover, and especially in this time when you're just a little bit over a minute left in the fourth quarter here. You trail by 2. You don't want to turn the ball over and give Southview another chance. You need to make this possession count, and a smart play by Anthony Hitchens is they need to convert offensively as they come out of the huddle here. Let's see what John Sally has marked up out of this timeout.
No quarter lead has been bigger than 2 points. And then Southview held that 2-point lead at the beginning of the end of the first quarter, 16-14. Other than that, it's been 1. It's been a tight ball game. The Clippers actually led by 10 at one point. Southview came back. That was in that second quarter. Clearview into their offense. Boffman running jumper, no dice. Can't get it to fall. Rebound, ball on the ground. Bieber will come up with it, tries to flip it off. Hitchens will take it away and put it back. Very alert play by Anthony Hitchens. 21 points for Anthony. 71-71, 1:17 left. Elliott, left wing. Man-to-man defense now by Clearview. Foul's going to be whistled out top. That'll send Elliott to the line. Foul's going to be called on Mealing. That'll be his 4th. 1-1. Every foul from now on is 2 shots.
And I'm a little surprised. He was playing pretty good defense.
I heard the slap.
Okay, because that.
But
that was
being said,
that was close. But you got to make everything count right now. If you're the referees, you got to call it both ways. So now they're going to have to really buckle down and start making some calls. But these are clutch free throws here.
Elliott, first free throw front of him, 1-1, no dice. Bieber will get the rebound, tries to go back up strong, has the ball stripped away. Looking for some help from the officials, no dice. Hitchens at the other end. Left wing has to back out between the circles. 1 minute left. We're tied at 71. Boffman with the ball, right wing, splits a double team. Foul's going to be whistled. There's your fairness on the call. It's going to be whistled against the Saints.
And that's a good call right there.
It's going to be on Quentin Ezell, and that will be his 5th foul.
And if you're going to call one way, a good call there, you're calling it both ways. And especially with a minute left this close, you have to make some of those calls. And I thought they did a great job calling it there. And these are some big-time free throws for Boffman at the line.
You don't get a minute to get the sub in anymore the way you used to. You've got about 30 seconds once they notify you. Charles Fletcher will come in, and Quentin Ezell will end the evening with 2 points, but a lot of hustle.
Well, and you don't see some of that on the stat sheet.
You're right.
Diving on the floor, getting the loose balls, and defensively was outstanding tonight.
Boffman has a couple free throws coming his way. He's been decent from the line, right?
Yeah, and he was 2 of 2 before that. Now 2 of 3. Oops. And pressure situations, it's a whole different atmosphere when you're under a minute and tied.
Yeah, 71-71, 56.1 seconds on the big clock here. Clearview Gymnasium make it 72-71. That one falls in. Full timeout called by John Sally. The Clearview Clippers will take a breath and be right back with 56 seconds left. 72-71, the Clippers over the Saints right here on the Cool Cat 1380 Lorain County Sports Network and WLCS TV 20.
I get people involved in saving the environment. That's why I volunteer.
When I teach computer skills, I help kids succeed in school. That's why I volunteer.
I helped raise awareness about the hazards of tobacco use. That's why I volunteer, to make a difference.
If you know middle or high school students who make a difference by doing volunteer work, have them ask their school principals about applying for a Prudential Spirit of Community Award. Or encourage them to call 1-888-450-9961.
Looks like Admiral King might have things going their way. The Saints and the Clippers trying to claim this game. The Clippers right now can lay claim to a 1-point lead, 72-71 over the Saints.
And you know, both teams have not had huge runs in this game. You might have a short run here and there, but no team really wants to take control of this game. And a 72-71 lead, like you just said, as Southview has the ball here. And you know Andy Bastock has to think of something creative offensively just to find a good situation. And, you know, we've seen it with Josh Bieber tonight. I think if you're Southview, you got to put it in his hands and let him create off him because you know he's going to get double teamed. Somebody's bound to be open.
56.1 seconds left in this game, at least in regulation. We'll see what happens. Clippers are going to fall back into a 2-3 zone. Anderson along with Fletcher for the Saints. Bieber at the top of the key. Quincy Azell along the baseline. Montreal Elliott there as well. Bieber will go in strong, have his shot blocked, but fouled in the process. That foul may be on James Washington. Nope. We're going to call that on Hitchens. That'll be his third. Team 10th. Bieber will go to the line for two for the Clippers. It's Washington, Williams, Boffman, Hitchens, and Mealing. Bieber will have to deal with the student section from Clearview. He'll lace it and call it 31 points and a tie ball game at 72.
And he has been sensational on the offensive boards and scoring for this team.
Bieber dips, puts up his second one, rattles that one in. 32 for the big guy. Williams will walk it up for Clearview. 1 point Southview lead. At the top of the key, loses the handle on the ball, pokes it out to Hitchens. Hitchens faces a double team, backs away from it. Williams, three ball, no good, air ball. Rebound comes down off of Anderson to Bieber. Anderson looking to get it up court, finds Elliott, finds Bieber. Bieber, lob pass toward the baseline and Fletcher drops it off. Timeout whistled by the Southview Saints bench. Oh, they had the shot. Fletcher's pass went toward Quincy Azell. He had the shot, but the timeout already called.
Yeah, you're right. They had a 2-on-1. Bieber makes a pass, went high. What a great save by Elliott. And he found Azell along the baseline. He scored it.
It was Fletcher.
Oh, it was Fletcher
that went up and dropped it back. Yeah,
he did a great job to keep that ball in. So give credit to Fletcher on that play. And to keep the ball alive, they had a 2-on-1, but Southview calls timeout. And if the game couldn't get any crazier here from Clearview High School.
No, boy, I tell you, this one is one for the ages. This has been a great contest from the opening tip all the way through. The Southview Saints with a 1 point lead, 73-72. They're going to have the ball along their own baseline. We'll set the lineups for you. It looks like it's going to be Anderson, Quincy Azell, Montreal Elliott, Josh Bieber, and Charles Fletcher. For Clearview, Boffman, Anthony Hitchens, Washington, Tony Williams, and Michael Mealing. All right, Anderson will handle the inbounds duties as we've had exchanging flips between the student sections. That's been entertaining. 73-72 Saints by 1 with 20.2 seconds left in the ball game. Long pass out top comes to Elliott. Elliott flips it out top to Anderson. Anderson bounce pass off to Bieber. Bieber works into the lane off the glass. No, but he's going to go to the line for a couple of freebies. Foul's going to be whistled on Mealing. That'll be his fifth. He walks over to the bench already. He knows what's coming.
And that's a huge foul by Mealing. Not only does he give you the outside shooting, good defense, so he'll have to take a seat.
They've got to stop Bieber from shooting the free throw again. That's the second time he's been in that situation, ball in hand.
That's tough, too. He's got to rethink, and he's almost by center court rethinking things now.
And credit Sally, Coach John Sally, with waiting and then saying, okay, well, he's going to get up there. Let me make sure they're aware of it now.
And same situation in football. Let's call a timeout before he kicks the field goal.
It's kind of inadvertent icing. By the way, Colin Watson into the game for the Clippers. Bieber free throw short, and maybe it worked. You're watching this later on WLCS TV 20. The jitters that you see on the screen are not due to Bob Slim Baker. It's due to the students right in front of him. Timeout called by the Clearview Clippers. We're going to keep it here again. I want to make sure we come back. I don't want to miss any of this. 73-72 Southview. Bieber will have one more at the line. Now, if you're in both of these huddles, you've got to have two strategies. What happens if he makes it? What happens if he misses it?
You're absolutely right. You have to come out with a few different strategies. You can't just pile in with one here, because if you make it, you might not have a chance to really call a timeout. Not much time left in this game. And Josh Bieber, a tough situation. John Sally, though, trying to draw up a play offensively for his team after Josh Bieber shoots this free throw. So I'm interested to see who he puts on the floor and runs around. But you got to think Anthony Hitchens, who's had a pretty hot hand tonight, will have some part in that.
Well, you can see he's got someone flashing to the ball and then going away. At least that's the way I read what I saw from here.
And we have glasses on, so we're okay.
Yeah, there you go. Same lineups for both squads. Bieber will go to the line. He's got one more free throw coming his way. 73-72, Southview up by 1. 12.7 seconds left in this ball game. We think. We think. Leave it at that. Just about the whole gym is on their feet right now. Bieber dips, puts it up, and got it. 33 points for Josh, a 2-point lead for the Saints with 12.7 seconds left. Clearview with the ball. Williams out top, lifts it right side. Boffman looks inside to Washington. Boffman works to the top of the key, spins with 4 seconds. Colin Watson, 3 ball, that one up the front of the rim, no dice. Williams with the putback, no! That'll end it! The Saints hold on to take this one home, 74-72 over the Clearview Clippers. 3 letters and 1 word. Wow.
Unbelievable game and intensity here tonight from Clearview High School.
All right, well, what we're going to do right now is we're going to step away for just a moment. When we come back, it'll be your Burger King post-game show right here on the Coolcast 1380, Lorain County Sports Network, and WLCS TV 20.
Some dogs fetch and roll over. Some dogs take you to Spain and shopping for refrigerators. Help you get through grad school. Start your own business. Go on hikes in the Grand Canyon. Some dogs you trust with your life every day. Being partners with a guide dog is having the freedom to do what you want in life. Nothing more, nothing less. And with your help, nothing need ever change that. Call 1-888-884-DOGS or visit guidedogs.com.
Coach, let's talk
stand
about...
up. I'm not used to looking up at people. Go ahead.
I'm standing up too. No, that's all right. Coach, let's talk about this one. I mean, you got everything you wanted from these Clippers tonight. They were just in your hip pocket.
Well, I tell you, it was a lot of fun, and I told Coach Sally he's got a good team. They should have a nice tournament run.
Yeah.
And I think it's a shame this game was ever taken off our schedule, and I think tonight proves why it should remain there. I mean, I had more fun coaching this game tonight than I ever did, and it's funny because I was in my classroom before we got on the bus today, and I was just kind of bored, and I said, I'm going to draw up a zone inbounds play, just something different than we normally run, and that's the play we ran at the end. It didn't exactly work the way I wanted it to, but we got the ball in, which was key in that situation, and got the foul. So to put Josh at the line. So I enjoyed every minute of this one.
Oh, no doubt.
And talk about the play of Josh Bieber tonight. I mean, the crowd was on him pretty hard. I mean, the intensity out there. He overcame everything, made a nice free throw at the end there, and just continued to play great.
I agree, and I saw it in his eyes in the locker room, and I saw it in his aggressiveness of play in the first quarter. And I think every time out and at halftime even too, I at least said one time, get the ball into Josh. I didn't think Clearview had anybody who could stop him in there, and he proved that tonight.
There was a lot of energy kind of exerted tonight in a positive way. You and I talked in the pregame show about the guys saying, look, I'm never tired. You really had to keep a lot of those guys on the court for a lot of minutes this evening.
I did, right? I did. And, and a credit to them, I think, I had talked to them about allowing adrenaline to feed them correctly and not have them change the type of player they are. And try, if their crowd cheers for something good, don't try to make our crowd cheer in the next 3 seconds, and just allow them to continue to feed you with adrenaline by the crowd's energy. And I really think they did that. I thought the crowd kept us energized when we needed it most because, that was an up and down game, and there was a lot of fatigue. I would have thought that would have set in. That didn't.
Any concerns going into a game tomorrow night, having come off a one like this?
I don't think so. These kids love this game, and they love to play it, and they love the style we're playing, and I think if they had their choice, they'd play tomorrow and Sunday and Monday, and they'd stay in the gym every day. So I don't think that's going to be a factor.
And you'd be right there along with them.
Well, 2 back surgeries ago, I would have said yes, but I'm a retired Hall of Famer.
Coach. There you go, a retired Hall of Famer. I like that. Andy, when you go home tonight and you start thinking about this, I know you're going to need a little time to kind of digest it all. But what were the big moments that you kind of picked out of tonight's game?
Well, and I just talked about it with the newspaper. I thought the biggest moment was when they had us down 12 and we kind of were hanging our heads, and I did a defensive switch, and it paid off with a couple quick steals and some runouts, and our kids fed off that, and it allowed us to go into the locker room with a positive energy instead of a negative energy and a finger-pointing act. And I thought that was number one, very big. Other than that, there were so many big things that happened back and forth, lead changes. My head was spinning at times just to try to keep up with the scoreboard. So I can't really pinpoint any other really super big play, because there were so many of them.
All right, we're hoping to talk to a couple of your players up here. We were really interested in talking to Montrell and Josh and see if we can get them up here.
Here comes Montrell right now in his nice shirt and tie.
Yeah, he's looking good. And by the way, nice. I like the dress code, by the way.
Well, thank you. I think the kids look sharp in it. They were a little hesitant at first until all the girls in school told them how nice they looked. I never had a problem with it.
Now they want to wear it all the time.
Coach, congratulations on the win. Man. Well done.
You guys have
Congratulations.
A good night.
All right, thank you very much. Montrell Elliott is going to take the mic. We'll say congratulations to you as well. Make sure everybody at home gets to see you as well.
Thank you.
Nice game tonight, and there were some moments that were just had to be scary for you guys. Talk a little bit about the game as a whole.
Yeah, I would say we just came out, played, did what we had to do, took care of business, played as a team, came out with the win.
Did you expect this one to be quite as close?
Coming into it, I really didn't, but that's how the game is.
Well, you're right. You never know what you're going to get when you come into a gym. Talk about your big moment in this game. Can you pick one moment out that just kind of stands out for you as a player?
In practice, when we dunk and do the things like that, it kind of hype us up. So I would say that play and a couple passes to my teammates.
Okay.
Did the right thing, yeah.
Defensive end of things, you guys were pretty solid all night long. I know that's something you spend a lot of time on. Talk about your team's defensive performance this evening.
Our team defense is like we're all over the place, just scattered, playing hectic, but at the same time we do know what we're doing. But I think that's what shuts teams down is the defense.
How tough is it to play? The place was almost sold out tonight. The Clearview crowd was on you guys pretty tough. Is it tough to play in that kind of atmosphere, or do you guys eat it up and you want to get out there and score and play some defense?
It is, but I feel it kind of helps me, the crowd, it boosts up the energy. Yeah, feed off of it.
Yeah, it looked a lot of fun out there. Is there something you guys look forward to after this game? Do you guys look to tomorrow, or are you guys getting prepped up for playoffs? What do you guys have to do to get ready for tomorrow? On short notice.
We still have to do the little things, fundamentals, all that, the little things basically.
All right. Well, Montrell, thanks for spending some time with us. Congratulations. Nice win. Great performance tonight, man.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Well done. And we're going to hold on here and try to talk to Josh Bieber here in just a moment. And while we're doing that, you got some team numbers you can run through?
I do have some team numbers for you. And, you look at Clearview overall, shooting 59% from the 2-point, inside the 2-point, rather, 3-point. 15%, 2 of 13, and at the free throw line, only 50% for Clearview. for Southview at the two-point line. They're 73%. Beyond the arc, 4 of 16, 25%. And from the free throw line, shooting 66%, getting to the line 24 times and making 16 of those. So very good job by Southview, get to the line and convert.
And just a little wave there to Sean Coakley, the athletic director here at Clearview Schools. Did a great job tonight. Our guest right now on the postgame show, the Burger King postgame show, is Josh Bieber. Josh, we talk like this a lot.
Yeah, it seems we do.
It usually means it's a good thing. It means the Southview win. Talk a little bit about the win tonight.
It's a huge win. I mean, going into tournament time, we were able to, a lot more so than last time, execute some of our full court stuff and cause some problems. So it was great to see that we learned from that and we're able to come out here and execute some of those things and have success. The atmosphere here was great. It was an amazing environment on both ends. Our fans were into it the whole time. Their fans were into it. They had organized chants. You try to just focus and play basketball through all that, but like in the second half when you're getting tired, sometimes stuff like that just lifts you and you're thinking just it brought everything out there that happened brought us together as a team. I felt like I told the paper, I made a couple of huge mistakes down there at the end. I dove after a loose ball, made a good effort on a plate and gave it to him for a layup. Actually gave him the lead. And my teammates just picked me up from that, helped me realize that as long as we gave the right effort, we would come out on top. Kept me calm, kept my head up. Actually, probably the biggest factor in why I was able to hit a couple free throws down the stretch. So it just felt great. We did everything out there as a team. This is a tough place to play.
Yeah, it is.
But we were able to have success and come out on top.
33 points on the night. I don't know if you realize that or not at this point.
Hearing that.
At least that's what I have you for unofficially. I've been known to make a mistake, but not too often. 33 points on the night. That's got to be satisfying in and of itself.
Yeah, it is. Especially having it. I mean, a lot of them came in transition and off of offensive rebounds, but get in there in the zone and be able to have some success felt good because I know a lot of the teams we're going to play in the tournament, including the first team we play at Avon Lake, stays in the zone on you for 4 quarters. So it was a good show for us. It was a good show, and for me to see that and be able to have some success in that, it gives me a little bit of confidence heading into next week.
Well, and talk about down the stretch. I mean, you're fatigued. You guys have been running up and down. The intensity is crazy down there. Talk about that last free throw. I mean, they call a timeout to try to maybe ice you a little bit. You got to gather your thoughts in there. Talk about you going to the free throw line. What was going through your head at the free throw line there?
Well, I mean, the funny thing is coaches call timeouts to ice shooters. Honestly, I think it just gave me a break. I was fatigued. It gave me a break. Not only that, it gave all my teammates a chance to come up to me and say something positive. So, I mean, it really benefited me because I went to the line with more confidence than I would have. All my teammates picked me up for missing the first one, and I knew as long as I could make it a 2-point game, I mean, I felt like we could keep them from hitting a 3 and hopefully keep from fouling them. So, I mean, I had a little bit of pressure on myself there, but knowing that all my teammates had confidence in me really helped me.
All right, Josh, well, another fantastic game. Congratulations on the win. Congratulations on your performance. We're going to see you down the road as well.
Thank you. Really appreciate it.
Congratulations. All right, Josh Bieber, one of the stars from tonight's game. So for our radio audience, I want you to stick around. We're going to come back just a minute, kind of wrap up all the statistics and get you set to move forward. For our TV audience on WLCS TV 20, thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time. More Lorain City Schools sports activity right here on WLCS TV 20 and the Cool Cat 1380, WDLW and Lorain County Sports Network.
This has been a production of Lorain City Schools TV 20 WLCS.
To purchase a high-quality copy of the program you just viewed, please call Lorain City Schools Television at 282-8400.